What up everybody, Cult Nerdy Core, back in with another video. This one's going to be another pickup video. For those of you who are new to the series or new to the channel, this series and this portion of the channel focuses on really more the collecting aspect of the channel, where I focus on like the prices I bought stuff for, where I got them, what exactly I've been picking up recently, what I've been focusing on, what deals I've been noticing. So this will be everything I've picked up from the last time I did a pickup video till now. So a lot of the new stuff has been covered in the collection videos. So if you watch my PS4 collection, my DVD collection, my Blu-ray collection, most of the stuff in those categories will be covered in those videos. So if you've seen those videos, it might be best to just wait till the next one, because this one will be a lot of overlap with the other one. There are some new stuff that are completely not in either of the collection videos. So if you're interested in that or interested in the pricing, I'll talk about it more in this video. Alright, so first off, I'm going to talk about my PS4 games. So one of the ones I was really excited to pick up was the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remasters. So this is a remaster of the first two Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, which are absolute classics on the PS1. This is how you do a remaster. In my opinion, this is just a quality remaster. It plays a lot like the originals. They've updated the graphics, the sound, the design of it, all the lighting's great. The skating still feels exactly how it did, and they just added more skaters and more customization and a park editor into it. I got this at full price. It was one of the games I was specifically looking forward to picking up this year. I usually have 2 or 3 of those games which I'm willing to bite the bullet on the full price for, and this was one. I think it was $59.99 Canadian, so definitely worth it in my opinion, and it's cheaper than an actual full price game, so they did this right as a release. Alright, next up is Onichenbara Chaos. I probably butchered that, but close enough. So this is a hack and slash game. I bought this because I thought it was going to be like a more Japanese influenced lollipop chainsaw. It turned out to be not really that, but it's not an awful game. What I would describe it as is one of those hack and slash games where the enemies feel like paper, in that you're kind of just hitting them continuously without feeling like you're able to knock them down and stuff like that, and you just hit them until either they do one of their uninterruptible attacks and you dodge out of the way and then go back to hitting them, and you just do that until their health runs out and you kill them eventually. There's not an insane story in this game. It's just basically you're like, half of them are werewolf, half of them are vampires, the girls you play as, and then basically you're just killing zombies that spawn for whatever reason. I'm only about halfway through the game, so I don't know the full story yet. It's okay. It's one of those games where I'll pick up and play it for a bit and then just move on to something else. You definitely need something else to spice it up because it gets pretty repetitive. I bought this game, I think I got it for $20 on sale on Amazon. I saw it at the store a couple times, but it was like full price. I wasn't willing to bite the bullet on this, so I waited until I saw it on sale for a decent price. Alright, next up is SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. This one is another remaster I was really looking forward to coming out. I've recently played through the original Battle for Bikini Bottom on the original Xbox and really enjoyed it. For those of you who don't know what the Battle for Bikini Bottom games are, well, the game is, it's basically like a SpongeBob version of, I would say, kind of like a Mario 64 style of game, where it's kind of like a open world collecting platformer with some generic simple like combat mechanics and puzzle solving mechanics in it. It's definitely one of those games like the South Park games where it sticks very true to the core IP, which is the SpongeBob franchise. It feels just like you're playing a show or a elongated movie of a SpongeBob episode type thing. It's really well done. I have not touched this one yet. As you can see, the wrapper's still on it. I think I got this for $30 off of Amazon. I think it's roughly the regular price it comes out. I might have got it $1 cheaper than full price, but it's still a decent price for what I think this game will be. Alright, next up we'll get into the pops, because the pops are completely new. I didn't touch this on any of my collection videos. The first one I got is actually Arthur. For those of you who don't know Arthur is like a kids TV show that aired a lot back in the day, probably early 2000s. And I think still airs today if I'm not mistaken, in like a different kind of art style. My brother got this for me as kind of a gag pop gift for my birthday, with other stuff as well. But I think actually this pop is one of the ones that actually looks closest to the source material and fits really well with like kind of the pop, like over the top, like kitty cartoony vibes that they go for with these characters. I think the Arthur character works really well with it. So it's a decent pop. Alright, then the other pop I've got is the Harley Quinn Birds of Play. This is like Harley Quinn and Beaver, which I guess is her dog. I haven't seen the movie yet. With all the theaters closing down, I didn't get to see it before all that happened, and now it's not in theaters, at least near me, so I'll probably try to pick it up on Blu-ray or something like that. I'm a big fan of Harley Quinn as a character. The Batman series is one, at least in the superhero genre, that I really enjoy, if I'm getting into a superhero movie at all. So I kind of try to pick up whatever Harley Quinn pops I can find. But this is a decent pop. I got this at a arcade near me. I had a lot of tokens saved up because I go there sometimes on the weekend, and I just saw this on the counter. I was like, sure, I'll get this. So this just cost me the money of going to the arcade, basically. Alright, now we're getting to the Blu-rays. First up is the Lara Croft collection. These are kind of some of the classic cult early 2000s, or yeah, I think it's early 2000s, cheesy action movies. This is kind of when Angelina Jolie was kind of at the top of the spotlight, or just coming into it. So she plays the role of Lara Croft. It's actually pretty good. Overall, I would say it's not the most amazing action movies. It's definitely very cheesy, but if you're looking for one of those solid, kind of turn off your brain and just enjoy some fun action with a kind of coherent story, this is one I could definitely recommend for this. I got this for $10, I think, off of Amazon. Alright, next up is The Invisible Man. This is one I actually saw in theaters just before COVID hit and all this stuff shut down. This is one I really enjoyed seeing in the theaters. I thought this movie was actually pretty good. I know there's a lot of mixed reviews of it out there, but I'm one of those people that actually really enjoyed it. I thought Elizabeth Moss did great in this. So did the guy who plays the evil husband. I thought both of them acted really well in this, and I think it's one of those horrors that does well being a slow building horror, because it kind of sets up a lot of the plot points. And if you're looking for a decent psychological horror with some pretty good acting, I would recommend this one. I'm pretty sure I paid $19 for this. I only got it, I think, $5 off, but I was really looking forward to get this one on Blu-ray. Alright, next up is Jennifer Body. This is one that I debated on getting for a while when I saw it for like $10 or whatever, just because I know it was pretty popular when it came out. I know it's one of those Megan Fox plays, it's either a high school girl or college girl, and basically she just goes around killing all the guys that have kind of wronged her type thing. I'm always in for a good cheesy horror flick, so I'm hoping this fills that kind of need I need for a cheesy horror every now and then. So I'll pop this in eventually and hope it's a decent watch. I only paid I think $9 for it, so as long as it's decent, I'll be fine with the purchase. Alright, the next up is Avengers Endgame. This is one I was looking for a while. I want to get all the Avengers actually in their original and kind of single cases instead of getting just the full pack of all of them. I enjoy getting the full packs occasionally, but for certain series that I really enjoy, I like getting all the original cover artwork, or just any sort of single cover art for each of them, because I always enjoy looking at the cover art and kind of having the full case for it. For those of you who don't know, the Avengers is a kind of superhero franchise that was been going for a while in the Marvel Universe. Basically involves a lot of the famous Marvel characters like Captain America, Black Widow, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Ant-Man, Hawkeye, a bunch of others, Black Panther, and kind of involves them all being meshed together and fighting a common enemy, which is Thanos. And this is the, well, end game of it. I saw this in theaters, really enjoyed it. It's pretty long, but it's one of those long movies that you're sitting through, like kind of like Lord of the Rings, where it's interesting enough that how long it is doesn't really bother you too much. I was actually surprised when I saw this for such a decent price on Amazon. It only cost me 15 bucks. So I was pretty excited about that and picked it up. I'll probably give it a watch eventually, but I'll probably want to rewatch some of the Avengers I haven't seen yet before getting back to this one. Alright, next up is NHL 07. This will kind of start the part of the video where I'm talking about stuff that I've recently found from family stuff that is now being inherited to me. So basically this will be stuff I've picked up for free. So this is NHL 07. I decently like the NHL series. I'm more into the NBA or the NFL games, but I like picking up an NHL game here and there. So I remember playing this one. It's decent. It's when they first introduced the stick controls, I'm pretty sure. So it's an NHL game. It cost me nothing, so good to add to the collection. Alright, then we got Die Hard 4.1 and Live Free or Die Hard. I don't know which one comes first. I don't know the order. When I go to watch these, I will definitely look up the order because I prefer watching the stuff in the actual order they're meant to be in. I know the Die Hard series is a classic, and it's a very big cult classic for a lot of people. I've only seen the first one myself, but I got these for free, so definitely give them a watch eventually. And the fact they're on DVD, I can just pop them in on my laptop whenever I go somewhere and need something to watch. Our next up is We Were Soldiers. This is one I'm actually looking forward to getting into. I really recently watched Hacksaw Ridge, which is another Mel Gibson war movie, and like I've seen The Patriot and Braveheart, and I really enjoy his movies, honestly. And I'm hoping this one keeps my interest and really follows his formula of just making great movies, especially focusing on war movies. I think he's really good at them. So I'm excited to give this one a watch. Next up is The Magnificent Seven. I always almost butcher that word every single time I try to say it. But this one is a classic Western. I actually have never seen this one. I've seen like The Good, Bad, Ugly, all the Dirty Harrys and stuff like that. And I definitely enjoy a good Western every now and then. So this one I know is one of the more popular ones. I'm pretty sure they did a remake or kind of did a spiritual successor to it recently. But I'm hoping to get into this one, and hopefully it lives up to its reputation for me. Then we got Planet Earth. This is a documentary about Earth. It's kind of just highlights all these really cool footage of certain ice caps, certain biomes, and certain animals, and just following their day-to-day lives and kind of showing the beauty in Earth itself. It's one of those Discovery big, long TV series documentaries. I'm pretty sure this is the whole set, and I'm actually excited to give this a watch. I usually don't do the documentaries unless they're like sports documentaries or like serial killer documentaries. But I'm excited to see this. I do watch the Discovery Channel every now and then, so hopefully it's decent. And then these will do just quick ones that I don't really know too much about. Beyond a Reasonable Doubt. It looks like a classic court case one where it's just one of those whodunit crime thrillers type things. Hopefully it's good for a watch. Bloodwork is a Clint Eastwood movie. Big fan of Clint Eastwood, so I'm hoping this one's good. It's something about him being like a coroner or something like that and trying to figure out a crime. It's another one of those crime thrillers. Breach. This is like I'm pretty sure another crime thriller, but about the FBI or some sort of US intelligence breach or something like that. Another one of those movies that'll probably be good for a watch. I don't know if I'll watch it again and again. Could be a hidden gem, just like any of these on the side that I haven't seen yet. But we'll give it a watch eventually. And then finally, probably one of the pickups I'm most excited for and that I actually got for a really good price is South Park Seasons 1 through 10 on DVD. I've been looking to get all of the South Park series on DVD eventually, and also SpongeBob, early Simpson episodes, and some of the Robot Chicken series and Looney Tunes, just to have some of my favorite series on DVD or Blu-ray in order just to like pop them in and watch them every now and then. South Park is one of my favorite series. I've seen it many times. I think it's one of those series that you'll either love it or hate it, depending on if you are a fan of cruder comedy, which I am, and I think South Park has proven to be one of the best at it. So these are some of the best episodes. I think 6 to 10 is probably my favorite grouping of seasons. I think it's the peak of South Park in my opinion. But I got this one for $8 and this one for $20. So normally these are like, I think 30 a piece, so I got them for a really good deal. Alright, so there you have it. That is my pickup video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know there's a lot of repeats from the collection videos if you've watched them. I hope talking more about like the pricings and what I got them for, and having the pops and the couple different games that are different kept it interesting for people who've watched the collection videos. Thanks if you stuck through the whole video or even just trimmed through some of the videos to get to the parts that you wanted to watch. I appreciate any view, likes, and subscriptions, especially all the people who've been recently tuning into the channel and subscribing. I really appreciate that. It helps grow the channel and really just gets more people in the conversation about like what they're collecting, what prices they're seeing for certain things. I really enjoy talking about games and stuff like that, so as you can see, I like responding to all the comments, so if you leave a comment, most likely I will respond to you. So let me know like what you've been collecting, what stuff do you think I should pick up for the PS5, what game systems you're going to pick up out of the new generation, anything like that, and I'm sure I'll get to responding to you. And overall, thanks for everybody who watched the video. Hope you guys have a great day and stay safe with all the COVID and stuff going on. And just remember, everybody has some nerdiness at their core.